What's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and this video I'm gonna be predicting the main event of UFC 295, Jiri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira. Great fight, a pretty good card. The co-main event is very solid too, and yeah, this is a pretty close fight. I would say, a lot of people are picking Pereira to potentially win. I think he's a favorite, and this kind of makes sense that he's a favorite, considering that this is most likely going to be a striking matchup. Jiri is probably going to have some difficulty taking down Pereira, especially early on, when Pereira is fresh and everything, because Pereira has been working with Gloria Teixeira a lot. But Jiri has some incredible jiu-jitsu, because he was able to not only survive on the ground with Gloria Teixeira, but he was able to submit him. And in his rising days as well, a lot of times he would get taken down and held down, but he would always find a way to get back up to his feet. And he's only been submitted once in his career, so I wouldn't doubt a submission win from Jiri. But my prediction for this fight, I'm going to go with Jiri Prochazka by a second round or a third round KO. I think that, obviously Pereira, we all know he's got that dangerous left hook. He's been putting down lots of middleweights. I'm going to say that again. He's been putting down a lot of middleweights and one punch KOing them a lot. One thing that I think a lot of people are kind of overestimating is his power in the light heavyweight division. Now, we know that, obviously in the middleweight division, once he touches you, you're going to get hurt. We've seen it with the first guy he fought. I can't remember the dude's name. He was Greek at Madison Square Garden. He didn't touch him with the left hand, but he flying knee KO'd him. Then he fought Bruno Silva, and in my opinion, he took Bruno Silva's chin, and then he obviously KO'd Sean Strickland, and he KO'd Israel Adesanya. But in that Adesanya fight, he was so landing a lot of shots on him. Even in the rematch, he was landing a lot of shots on Adesanya, and Adesanya has a strong chin, but he had been knocked out cold before, and he got TKO'd by Pereira previously, and then he was able to go in the rematch and take some of Pereira's shots. But then you look at his Glory kickboxing career, and he got the interim light heavyweight title by knockout, which was pretty impressive. I think it might have been it was a left hook KO, and then he fought the light heavyweight champion, at Glory. That was a close fight. It was a decision win for Pereira. I think it might have been split decision. And then in the rematch, he lost by, I think, split decision again. And that was his last his last kickboxing fight, period. But in those last two fights, he wasn't able to drop or hurt his opponent. He had to win based off his technical kickboxing ability and his skills. And then you look at his fight versus Jan Blachowicz, in which it was his UFC light heavyweight debut, and Jan Blachowicz, he was really tired, a lot more tired than Pereira. Pereira didn't seem like he was getting that much tired. I think where he trains in Connecticut and Denver, I think that could be a place of high elevation. Don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. But he was able to put the beating on Jan Blachowicz, but he wasn't able to hurt him or anything. Jan Blachowicz looked really tired, and Pereira it seems like maybe the weight on Jan Blachowicz, the extra weight, it kind of saved him, or maybe Pereira just doesn't have that sort of power. And that's ultimately my point by bringing all this up. I don't think that he's going to be able to really be a crazy power puncher in the light heavyweight division, like someone like Jiri Prochazka, or maybe someone like Anthony Johnson. So I don't think he's going to be able to hit as hard, although he could still knock him out. I think he can still knock Jiri out. Jiri has been rocked pretty easily, I would say, in his 3 UFC fights. But I just feel like Jiri's recovery is going to, again, save him in this fight. And I don't know if Pereira is going to be able to take those shots from Jiri, because Jiri hits very, very hard. He's probably one of the hardest punchers Pereira's gonna go up against. And also, it's kind of hard to tell where Pereira's chin is. He did get knocked out in middleweight like 2 fights ago. That could have been because of the weight cut, or like maybe his chin isn't as good as we think it is. Because he did get rocked by Adesanya 3 fights ago, in Madison Square Garden. He got rocked in the first round badly against Adesanya, and then he got knocked out by Adesanya in the rematch. So is he gonna be able to really take those shots? Because he's a light heavyweight. He did get clipped a bit by Jan Blachowicz, but it didn't seem to affect him that much. So we'll see how his chin holds up against a guy like Jiri again. But another thing to consider is Jiri is coming off quite a significant shoulder injury. Like that could play a factor potentially, but I just feel like this guy's mental toughness and his desire to win is just gonna prevail, overcome that, and the adrenaline rush of coming back and being in a fight like this, which is the fights that Yuri likes to get into, like these brawls where they're both exchanging power shots. Pereira, I'm not gonna be looking for takedowns. Yuri might just to change up the fight if he doesn't like how it's going, but I don't think he'll need to. I think he's gonna clip Pereira and put him out cold with a 1-2. I think he's gonna be able to win this fight with a 1-2. It's gonna be a tough fight, but I do see him finishing him with that 1-2. It's a powerful technique that he has. Adesanya showed he had a lot of success with that. He has the same reach as Jiri as well. So, and Jiri has a lot more power than Israel Adesanya, so it's gonna be very, very tough for Pereira to take those shots. But I could see Pereira winning this fight, but ultimately I'm just gonna go for Jiri Prochazka by a second round KO, getting the job done with that 1-2. And yeah, we'll see. I'm just looking forward to this great fight. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.